I'd like to introduce Libby Davis. I'm sure she doesn't need any introduction.
Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to this very special ceremony to recognize extraordinary people in our community. The first thing I'd like to say is to acknowledge that we're on the territorial lands of the Coast Salish people. And I know as we're gathered here tonight for this ceremony, we're very aware and mindful of the huge movement across the country, Idle No More, and the awakening and the movement that we support in our city and across the country to support First Nations people and as they struggle to seek a fair deal from the federal government. And I know we're all committed to ensuring that comes about. So that's the first thing I want to say tonight. I also want to, I don't think Jane introduced herself, but our MC tonight is Jane McCauley. She lives in East Van. And I can tell you, we didn't ask her to be the MC because she has a British accent. Although maybe that helps. And we didn't ask her because she has a wonderful singing voice. And the three of us, Shane, Jenny, and myself, were terrified of doing it on our own. But Jane is a great MC, so we're very delighted to have you here tonight, Jane, being our mistress of ceremonies. I'd also like to just thank the wonderful harpist who was playing for us all when we came in, Eliza Thorne. Thank you, Eliza. And I'd like to thank our two wonderful RCMP officers who are here tonight. And this being East Van, I think I can get away with saying that this might be the first and last time that many people have had a photo with RCMP. I mean, after all, this is East Vancouver, okay? So, you know, we're always just a little bit on the rebel side. So, but thank you so much for being here. Your presence here does make the occasion very special as well. I'm just going to say a few very short words, but Phyllis in my office insisted that I tell everybody, and I think you probably know this, that the bios that were sent in to the Governor General could be no more than 250 characters. And when we looked at the incredible work and diversity and commitment of what people have done over many decades, it was extremely difficult, of course, to squish everything into 250 characters. And the program tonight is even shorter, and the introductions, just because we have so many people, will be very brief. But I do want you to know, and I think we all do know this, that the people that we are recognizing tonight have made the most incredible contribution to our community. You know, East Vancouver is a very diverse community. It has a rich history. It's a place where immigrants came to build their life in Canada. It's a place where working people struggled, where we have a history in the labor movement. There's so much that goes on, whether it's the arts community, whether it's people who are engaged in social justice and social activism. I can't think of a better place in Canada, actually, that reflects the democratic, the social justice values of this country. And so I feel very, very proud to be here tonight as the Member of Parliament to welcome you, to participate in this ceremony, and to recognize the extraordinary people that we work with, that we are inspired by, and that we know will continue their work in so many different ways. And you're going to hear people who are doing all sorts of things. Some of them are very well known to you, and some of them are not. Some of them are people who have very quietly done their thing and done extraordinary work in a very quiet, behind-the-scenes way. So we wanted to make sure that we had a full sense of what this community is about. So welcome. I hope you enjoy the evening, and I know that I'm delighted to be joined by Jenny and Shane, MLAs in Vancouver Hastings and Vancouver Mount Pleasant, who are also participating in this ceremony tonight, and I know that they will have a few words to say as well. Thank you, everybody, for being here.
Well, I gotta say, I'm a little bit nervous. And I was saying to Shane up here, it feels like a wedding, you know? And I am just so happy and delighted to be here and to be given really the honor and the opportunity to honor all of you, the people who make a difference in our community, in the ways that you do your things, in your engagement, your participation, and above all of that, you do it because you care, because you're part of our community and you contribute a little bit of yourself to make that difference. So for that, I deeply thank you. And this honor is really just a symbol of all the things that you do each and every day. And when you put yourself out to do that work, I know that friends and families behind you are supporting you and sometimes giving up a lot of time, right? Personal time to make that difference. So I'm really grateful for the family members and the friends that are here that support the recipients as well. We have people from a range of communities, from veterans to people in the community, from the legal profession to activists, people from the sporting community and so on. And it's just, you know, you're a reflection of the people that built our province, that built our community. So I want to thank you very much, and I'm delighted to be here, and I'm looking forward to pin this medal on you and to proudly reflect and to honor your work. So thank you.
Thanks very much, and it really is a privilege to be here, and it's great to be here with so many people, and with all the people who are here to receive the honor. But as you all know, there's so many people in our community in East Vancouver who make such a great contribution. They make it at the community level, they make it at the provincial level, whether it's in social justice, whether it's in the economy, whether it's in arts and culture. All of these people who make such a great contribution to really making the fabric and strengthening and deepening the fabric and the texture of this province and of our community. And we have so many people who fit that bill who live in East Vancouver. And it's a great privilege and an honor to be able to do this with Libby and with Jenny and to really make it an event that embraces people in East Vancouver who have made such a great contribution to our province and who continue to make that contribution to our province. You know, this award, there were many, many people, and I know that we all struggled because we probably could have all given out twice as many or more awards than are going to go out tonight. So we all struggled with the choices. And I think all the people that are going to be recipients tonight are fabulous, fabulous recipients. And there are many, many people out there who didn't get an award who would have been fabulous recipients as well. And I think it's really important that we in the community celebrate. We need to celebrate people who make achievements, who make contributions, and who are part of the strength of our community. And the Diamond Jubilees give us the opportunity to do that. I'm very, very proud to be able to be part of this. I'm very proud to have been able to contribute to some of the choices tonight that are made, and I'm sure we're going to have a great time. And I want to thank you all for being here, and thank you for everything you do in your fields of endeavor, in the community, wherever you're involved, for the contributions you've made that so very rightly bring you here as deserving recipients of these awards tonight. Thank you very much. It's great to be here.
Righto, I'm very pleased now to be the person who reads out a little bit about each of these people. Very honoured to do that. The first person we have is Nathan Allen. Mr. Allen is the manager of Pigeon Park Savings Credit Union, which provides financial services for low-income residents in the downtown east side. Dr. Alan T. Bates. Accepting on behalf of Dr. Bates is Kurt Heinrich. Dr. Bates is a leader in Vancouver's street soccer community, which is for people affected by homelessness. Sarah Bjorkness. Ms. Bjorknes was instrumental in opening the Vancouver Catholic Worker House. Since then, it has provided hospitality to over 125 homeless guests. Bucci. Mr. Bucci is a journalist who has won awards for reporting from Africa and for outdoor and feature writing. He was also a war correspondent in Bosnia and Somalia. Elaine Carroll. Ms. Carroll is an artist, writer, solo performance artist and director with more than 35 years of experience. Woody Coward. Woody is 95 years old. Mr. Coward served for almost 30 years in Canada's armed forces. Lieutenant Colonel Coward is also a peace activist and was the Western Coordinator for Veterans Against Nuclear Arms during its formative years. Alfonso James Crescenzo. Mr. Crescenzo has taught drama at Templeton Secondary for 32 years. He created the Theatre Temp programme known for its inclusiveness. Melva Forsberg. Manager of Babylon Buttons for the past 30 years. Babylon Buttons is Canada's oldest union-made button shop. Eric Harms. Mr. Harms is the president of the Hastings Community Association and is involved in many community projects. Terry Hunter. Since 1983, Terry Hunter, Executive Director, and Savannah Walling, Artistic Director, through their Vancouver Moving Theatre Company, have produced innovative arts events which involve people from the downtown east side in telling their stories. The late Dr. Aziz Karki, and accepting his medal on behalf of him is Mrs. Gul Karki. Dr. Karki was immersed in social justice work. He led the Committee for Racial Justice, a human rights organisation that was in the forefront of human rights and race relations in BC for many years. Donald Lawrence. Mr. Lawrence volunteers with organisations including the Vancouver Minor Hockey Association. Bruce MacDonald. A native Vancouverite, Mr. MacDonald is a renowned local historian. With the Vancouver Historical Society, he produced the award-winning book, Vancouver, A Visual History. Eileen Mosca. Ms. Mosca is engaged in community safety issues and is a long-time volunteer with the Grandview Woodland Community Policing Centre. Apologies, it's just been pointed out that I've missed out someone. Corinne Lee. Apologies, Corinne. Corinne Lee is the owner of the Rio Theatre, an innovative heritage theatre hosting films, performers, musicians, theatre troupes and community forums. Yeah. It is all revealed. She's actually Jenny's. Well, if it all went super smoothly, we'd have nothing to talk about, would we? Jane Newton Moss. Ms. Newton Moss coordinates the breakfast programme at Strathcona Community School. Katrina Pacey. She has worked on a range of high-profile public interest cases. She is also the litigation director at Pivot Legal Society. Owen Peterson. Owen has been recognised for his volunteerism and tireless devotion to the cause of animal rights. Charlie Kwan. Accepting on behalf of the late Mr. Kwan is Terry Kwan. Mr. Kwan was one of the oldest living head taxpayers in Canada and for many years fought for justice and redress from the unjust and racist head tax and Chinese Exclusion Act. Christopher Richardson. Mr. Richardson has extensive community experience, including as a Parks Board Commissioner. Richard Saunders. Mr. Saunders is a board member and past president of Hastings Community Little League and has done excellent volunteer work with the Hastings Little League over many years. Alex Tam. Mr. Tam has been a beloved pharmacist in the downtown east side for over 30 years. Richard Tetrold. Mr. Tetrold is an internationally known muralist and painter and one of the founding members of the East Side Culture Crawl. Avelina Vasquez. Avelina is a leader with the Living Wage campaign and has travelled the province making presentations, giving workshops and organising support for the campaign. Joe Y. Mr. Y's architectural career spans 40 years. His firm focuses on community cultural projects and social senior housing. Savannah Walling. Savannah Walling, Artistic Director, and Terry Hunter, Executive Director, founded their Vancouver moving theatre company 29 years ago. It is a downtown East Side-based professional theatre company. Andrea Wilkes. Ms. Wilkes is the head teacher of the District Learning Disabilities Behaviour Disorders Programme at Admiral Seymour Elementary, where she teaches children who have severe learning disabilities and or moderate to severe behavioural difficulties. Larry Wong. Born and raised in Chinatown, Mr. Wong is a public historian for the Chinese Canadian Historical Society, the curator of the Chinese Canadian Military Museum in Chinatown, and a director of the Vancouver Historical Society. Ellen Woodsworth. Ms. Woodsworth is a speaker, writer, activist, and community organizer. I'm now going to ask Jenny Kwan to present her medals. And Corinne has jumped the gun and has got hers early. But that's fine. Professor Johnson Su Sing Chow. Professor Chow is a venerated, respected and celebrated artist. Professor Chow's art is featured in museums and collections all over the world. Ron Suzuki. Mr. Suzuki is a caring and dedicated recreation planner at Strathcona Community Centre. His food security, sporting and educational programmes have been a cornerstone for young people in our city for decades. I'm now going to welcome Shane Simpson. Quick change. Kevin McNulty. Mr. McNulty is a renowned Canadian actor of the stage, television and film. A graduate from the prestigious acting program at Studio 58 Langara College, his career spans over 3 decades. Jane Ordinario. Ms. Ordinario is the co-founder and coordinator for Migrant BC, which promotes and protects the rights of caregivers and temporary foreign workers and supports them against abuse. And we've come to our final recipient, and that's Bill Sample. Mr. Sample is an award-winning local musician, community activist, educator and community fundraiser. His career has spanned 4 decades and his reputation as a skilled musician is unsurpassed. Okay, thank you everybody. That was a lovely ceremony, and yes, congratulations to everyone. I'd just like two things to mention. We'd like a group photo of all the recipients, so don't run away. And also there's lots of food still at the back. Please enjoy it. Enjoy your evening. Thank you. I'd like also to thank all the volunteers that came tonight. Thank you very much.